And that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017 and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stopping the quick pass, became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Gay's kick is good, and the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Well, here he comes. Here comes the Heisman Trophy winner from a season ago, and what a show he put on, man. He was a stat stuffer. Over 1,100 yards rushing. Looked a lot like Lamar Jackson did back in the day in college. And oh, by the way, 40 touchdowns passing too. You know why this Washington organization took him so high in this draft? They want him to be Lamar Jackson. They want him to be dynamic. And he's going to get his career off and running.
This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Daniels. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Running left is Robinson. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. He breaks, and he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Commanders won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down read option. He keeps it running right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 14. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he gets him around 6 there. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play fake here, Daniels. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful, headed towards the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 4. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Throwing, rush. Short pass brought in. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pickup of 2 here. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Daniels on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motioning him from the slot right. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by his back. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They just get the play on. Makes the catch and gets the feet in. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Cowboys and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back, gets the handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He put everything he had into this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 5 yards there. It's going to be 4th and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. His 1st punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 21. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Daniels from the pistol. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. An option give to Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They've got 1st down from the 31. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing now, Daniels. Has it down close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Robinson has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now lead by 10. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Turpin with a return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Setting up the screen. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now a give on the counter. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Draw play here. And they stop him after a pickup down to the 24. 5 yards there on 3rd down, so that's going to make this 4th and short much more interesting.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Gay's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
despite that lead, cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Daniels now. Has a man. It's Brown. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
This is McCaffrey, left side. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down give to Eckler. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
All set up now for 1st and 10. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Schrader's kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 14. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rush to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Rush looking to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Rush. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 13. He's got time here. Ferguson's got it. Complete. Oh, he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes in the half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. He brings it in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll throw it yet again. He's got it. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On 1st down, here's Daniels. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And they're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing, rush. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. To the air with Rush. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Rush now. This throw is caught. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rush. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 45 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. The Cowboys and Cooper Rush out for this next drive. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He puts some power on it deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Cowboys about set to take over. They're going to start just inside of enemy territory following that pick. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Rush looking to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a fair catch made here at the 17. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here's 2nd and 5. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, it's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Play fake here, Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're now set for a 1st and 10. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Again, Daniels to the air. Oh, trying forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Rush to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return coming from the 14. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick 6. It's caught. Ferguson. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's a design boot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They're out and set, first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Able to hit Robinson, complete. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Deron Bland.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Deron Bland.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throw on third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They give it to him again. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air with Rush. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Rush. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a big play for the Cowboys here as they line up for 2. He's throwing for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Buys time. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Connecting on the slant. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Rush. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Rush now to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a first. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Rush now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing, rush. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 3 now. Rush looking to pass. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Aaron Kendricks.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Rush to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
They go play action here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Turpin with a return. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive. This offense running out for a new series led by their running back. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From midfield now. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Offense to the line for second down. They motion a receiver left. After the sack, another pass on second down. Able to find Ertz. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. I mean, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
On second down, Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels from the pistol. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Daniels now. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return starts from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rush. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Rush. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying him time in the pocket to find a throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll run here from the gun. He'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He gets loose down the right side. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys down by 7. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, You have to. You have to finish with points.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll find a little room to get this up to the 10. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And they could elect to just take the safety here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Looking to throw it. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Dallas.